is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The play fake on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Davis will throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This time it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have...
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage. looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Let's it fly. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Dumps it to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete 1st down, and now they take a sack on 2nd down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
The give to the back. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Throws to the tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding and get the ball.
There he goes. And he has a solid game before the defense. Him up.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Finding open areas. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina!